Okay, next we do have to talk about more great stuff.
Indeed.
Great stuff. Basically, just Blizzard, did a
Do you?
sort of update, a catch-all.
Oh, this, yes,
of
yes,
gameplay
yes.
UX things, which is,
This is sick.
fucking brilliant. This is brilliant. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, right, there's new stuff here that I hadn't seen. That's cool.
Indeed.
What I was going to say was the things that we knew about already, just like, it's great. So the improved text-to-speech.
Yep.
Multiple mouse cursor sizes.
Yep.
By the way, there's weak ores you can get for your mouse cursor. Like, I mean,
Ultimate cursor.
Yeah, you suggested it to me.
Yep.
It has my cast bar on it.
GCD,
It's
cast
nice
bar,
and big.
cast
It's
time. It
great.
also was updated recently, I think, to have health and heal absorb and stuff like that.
It's awesome.
It's really cool.
It's awesome. And it also means, like, if you're, say, a mage, you got to cast blizzards and you lose where your mouse is because stuff's really hectic, it just makes your mouse so much easier to see. But it's great that this is here too. But yeah, they were just saying, they've got the unit frame mouse overcast, right? So you don't have to have implied target or get an add-on like click.
Yeah. The fact that click is now in the game.
Yeah, we've got the click cast bindings. That's there too. So
Just
that is
click in the game.
fantastic.
Beautiful. The cursor skill is nice, yeah.
Yeah, we got a
They
little...
could do some more options for color visibility on that, but otherwise, yeah, I mean.
It's just literally, do you want a
Yeah.
bigger asset for your cursor?
Yep.
But it's good that it's there.
Yep, indeed.
Updated controller support. This is great for
Oh, yeah.
controllers, touchpads, and gyros, which
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I'm assuming that is...
Gyroscope was in gyro movement, was in a Wii controller or a Switch Joy-Con
oh,
movement,
interesting.
or a controller, movement.
This is great for the accessibility of the game,
Unless it's
which is
unless,
fantastic.
unless it's Euro and you can eat it, you can
Oh,
you can
delicious.
eat.
Text-to-speech updates as well.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Also, additional chat commands. As an example, /CD10 will give will give a countdown. 10.
RC really.
There's a new shorthand for /ready check, just /RC.
That's what I use. It's great. I mean, I think a couple add-ons have done that anyway, but yeah.
But it's just nice that it's there by default. Also, whoa,
Yep.
what? I didn't see this shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. They This is the
Okay.
thing that's really cool. So they fixed this and then made a blue post, basically telling everyone exactly how it works and what it'll do for them.
Okay, so
I
new
think it's
backend
awesome.
functions to improve unit frame FPS performance. We've deployed a hotfix to the game that should provide a significant performance optimization to unit aura processing. The unit aura event now has 2 payloads. Is full update, a boolean indicating that the consumer should do a full update in their data, and updated auras, which is a vector of information about the auras that have changed. Basically, right?
Yep.
Do you need the full chungus, or do you just need the skinny?
Yeah,
That's the I guess the easy way to explain it.
Yeah, it's like, do you, the add-on, need to know anything specific about this, or are you good with just getting, like, say, a health update and an aura duration update? That's all you get. It's like, you don't need to get all of the other data attached to this unit, which just means processing can happen. When it comes to, because the major problem here was obviously, what do you call it? My brain's turned off. Anduin.
Yes.
The Anduin Remnant of the Fallen King phase, where it's just
A lot of voice.
Arthas Cast's Army of the Dead and people who are running a nameplate add-on that may not be particularly optimized. 20 FPS, 10 FPS, 5 FPS, sorry,
Yeah.
it's gone. So it's like the fact that they've changed that is really, really...
Yeah.
The fact that they've publicized the change with a blue post explaining it,
Yeah.
as opposed to some like backwater thing, is
I'm
fantastic.
fairly sure they saw this problem,
Yeah.
implemented the fix, and told us about it.
Yep, and that's excellent.
And this is great for players who are experiencing those issues. I'm so like,
Yep.
this is wonderful. This is just what we want.
Yep, I
so-
genuinely think this is great stuff.
This is just I think a good example of there seemingly is more flexibility within Blizzard.
Yep.
They're more able to just go and fix things and tell us about them. Also, definitely, hey, person running the WoW Twitter account, thumbs up. The WoW Twitter
yeah.
account is great these days. It is so much more useful. It's always got posts on it. We still have all the problems of Shadowlands, but it just seems like the individuals are really trying where they can,
Yep,
and that's just
exactly.
so appreciated. And I think people are seeing it. There's another thing then. So one of the things that people notice is like, hey, I don't do all this big hard content. I would like some tier. Now, if that was just via the Cypher gear, then that'd be very quickly this set of what does Cypher gear cap out at? Is it 249 or is it 252?
5.2, I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
But anyway, the way they're now doing it on the PTR, we don't know if it's going to stay like this. Is that in 8.2.5, and maybe you could say, why don't you hotfix this now? I don't know, maybe they need to change some data in a way to hotfix can't do. I'm not sure. But the gear from the Sandworn Relics that can be turned into tier at the Creation Catalyst. Now, this is deterministic gear that you just get from doing shit in Azeroth Mortis. It was originally extremely slow to get, but they since have quite significantly increased the rate at which you gain it.
Indeed.
Which was another example last week that we covered from the stream of Blizzard being adaptive, being responsive to feedback. Now, I do think we told them this in the PTR, but seemingly they had a lot of things going on, but at least we got the fix now, and we didn't. Yeah, well, look, just they're more. They are more on the ball, and that is lovely to see, and we really appreciate it.
Indeed. Yep. Now, before we move on, I have one thing to say.
Oh.
Please, Mr. Blizzard Man, whoever's done the accessibility updates and is going for the mouse click and mouse over, please, can I have... okay, well, I'll ask for one thing that you definitely can do, and it would be nice. At cursor by default for, under the mouse over, make a cursor placement, because I don't want to make a macro for Efflorescence and Death and Decay and Healing Rain and all of the other Heroic Leap and stuff, because Implied Target, which is an add-on that has not been touched since 6 years, gives me that functionality, and if that ever stops working, I'm done for.
I just macro it.
Just macro.
Yeah,
I'll just make a macro for every ability that has that. No, that's a bad experience.
No, it is a bad experience, and it should be that by default.
It's the same thing that occurs with the mouse over stuff, where before you go, I just make a macro. You're like, yeah, but that's every macro. I have to make every macro. If I change PC, scuffed. If I move things, scuffed. So it's that thing. Please give me that, and also at target for dropped stuff would also be nice, just because I don't like. I'm getting old, and I don't know where my cursor is all the time anymore. But
yeah, some options there would be nice. Maybe if there's some sort of options panel, you could maybe set that on a per spell basis, depending on what you like personally. Maybe some people would enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean,
it would certainly be quite a feature to implement.
Yeah, that's why I want the default option, because whatever's happened to the mouse over thing, that means they've put an option that goes apply this to all the spells. You can probably do it for the cursor in no time.